Hello and welcome to Scrapping on the Fly. My name is Kristen and I'm here with day 14 of 30 Days of Sketches with Christy's Beautiful Life Series 11, and I'm combining it with Stash Dive Tuesday, and I am excited that I got to use as much stash as I did. So I have this sketch right here by Darla Weber. It is super cool and unique. I think mine got wet is what that little thing at the top is. So I'm going to trim this picture of my daughter on her birthday down. And I kind of went with the pink, white, and purple with the polka dots. And then I have these two pictures that also are from her birthday, but those are going to go on another layout. But I'm going to use the same stash later on in April. I'll talk more about that in a minute. And so I have this Uptown Flare, which is a glitter paper by the Paper Studio. And as of right now, I brought in Spun Sugar and Wilted Violet. I am going to bring in another color as I am working. Actually, yeah, just one. And I got a ton of stuff from Jolie's by You. These things are old. I have had them, some since 2007, some probably longer than that. I don't even know, but I know I've had them a long time. So these balloons, I'm only planning on using the pink and purple. And I'm looking at maybe using that brad with a little present at the bottom. And then this Jolie's by You, I definitely want to use the birthday, but I may use a couple other things from this embellishment. And then the things from those packages are already on this sheet. It is for this layout as well as the one I'm going to create for April. So there's a lot more there than I plan on using on just this one layout. So I've got my papers, I've got my embellishments, my mixed media, and all of these pictures for, like I said, 2 layouts in this sketch. So let's see how this goes. Okay, so I start by splattering around the Spun Sugar. All of the inks that I use are Distress Oxides. 3 of them are in a spray. And then I do bring in an ink pad on this layout in Spun Sugar as well. And I'm just going to splatter it all around, especially in other than the very bottom right corner, because I know that's where the majority of my clustery stuff's going. And I'm not going to need as much stuff down there just because it's going to be covered. So I set that aside and I'm going to let that dry, which does not take long for this stuff. I love how quickly this dries. And I take this little piece of purple and I'm going to back this tag that I made on my Cricut from the Design Space. Had these hearts in it. I debated on what I wanted to do with that. I really was originally just looking for a plain tag, but found that one and I thought, you know what, I can put some purple behind there, which brings the purple from her little hat in because this collection does not have purple with it. So that's what I did. And those 3 random things on my desk, you can't really see what they are from here. They're the hearts that came out of that the tag, and I have them set where in the general location of where I want to put them on my layout. I do not waste, you all. I mean, I try really hard not to waste. So I'm going to add those on to my layout in a little bit. So, talking too much, guys. Talking too much. Okay, so here is the circle bits that I cut out on my Cricut. And all I did was I took a circle, I made it, I think 9.5 inches. Then I made another one that was smaller, put it off-centered and sliced it. And then just made 3 different sizes of that and that would fit inside of each other and printed it. And then when I put it on the mat to print, I put them all together. So I ended up having 2 extra circles, like rings, and 1 circle that's from the inside. And I plan on using those scraps on my layout that I do in April. So while I am fiddling around with this, I'll explain. In April, I have decided that I am going to do a series. I haven't decided if I don't think it'll be daily, but probably at least 3 or 4, depending on how many I have, 3 or 4 times a week. I'm going to do a series called Leftovers to Layouts. And that is because I have so many paper pads that have like 2 sheets of paper, or collections that have just scraps and a bunch of ephemera and stickers, or, like 1 paper, just the last leftover stuff that May not even be a collection, may just be a paper pad, or maybe, you know, whatever it is. So I really want to get that stuff used up because it's just sitting here, you know, doing nothing. So that's my plan for April, because there's not a big daily hop, because there will be in May, June, July, you know, and so on. So I thought I'd do that in April. And so the leftovers from what I cut here, as well as the last full 12 by 12 from this paper pad, I'm going to use on another layout that you can see me create in April. I believe it'll be early, maybe the 3rd. I think I might like do like every other day or something like that. I'm not sure. We'll see. Who knows? I might just get a wild hair and do it every day. And I know that I have at least 8 kits or collections like Echo Park or Simple Stories that I don't have a whole lot left of that I want to use in that fashion. So that's my plan. If you're interested, let me know. You can hop along with me. So anyway, while I was running my mouth about that, I have created some tags with my, I think it's Dress My Craft tag maker. And I just used some of the leftover bits of that same paper I've matted my picture with. And one of those is sticking out. And then the other one kind of disappears a little bit on camera, but in person you can see it. And I ink around that white based one with the little rectangles on it. I inked around that with the spun sugar ink pad. And I was being lazy, so I didn't even get a dauber out. I literally just took the tag down the ink pad. You know, whatever. I have 5 daubers, and none of them had a pink little thing on them. And yes, I know it's easy to change them out, but sometimes you're just lazy. So I've already put that Jolie's gift bag right there in between the tag and the picture. And I have not put down the little birthday hat yet, that purple one that's over there on the top right corner of the picture. I am going to put that down, but I'm going to move it down a little bit more to connect with that floral cluster that I created. So those little purple flowers I cut in half so they would expand. I would have 2 for this layout and 2 for the one that I'm going to do in April, or for April, because you know I did it right after this. And so I just cut them in half and tucked them in. That way it makes it look like there's 4 flowers. So now I'm making little glue spaces for these lovely little hearts that came out of my, the tag down there. Because, I mean, you know, I'm bringing the color and the pattern across the entire layout. And I love that. And it's, you know, like I said, not a fan of waste. So the only other thing I've added is those the shiny gold and bright colored flowers that are in the bottom right corner. Those are all from Crafter's Square. And the other thing I've done, and I'm not sure if I did it on camera or not, but I trimmed my paper down to an 11.5 by 11.5 because I'm going to mat it. Now, am I going to do my close-up shots at the very end and forget to mat it? Yep. Am I going to come back and show you what it looks like matted? Yep. I can't tell you how many times I do that, you all. I had put the whole paper pad aside so it was out of my way and forgot that my intention was to mat it on the same paper that I've cut those rings out of. Like, I cut the rings knowing that's what I was doing. Oh, bless my heart. So I have added where the hearts are from that tag. I've added a balloon, and I have added either... on the one on the far left, I added a little noisemaker birthday thing that's got that pink with the purple polka dot, just like the little gift bag. A little butterfly got added up at the top one, and then just some little Crafter's Square enamel. They're not enamel. They're just like puffy stickers, but they're circular. So they look like enamel dots. Those are them right there. I have a really large one, which I'm going to use on that bottom tag because it's so big. The circle is too big for these small ones, but then I'm going to use the smaller ones for the 2 tags above the picture, which really helps a lot, bringing attention to that one tag that kind of disappears. And of course, you know, you can't have a naked tag hole because that's just not acceptable. So I'm going to use a purple, a pink, and a green. So I'm bringing all the colors together with those. And I'm going to add one to each of those 3 little mini clusters that has the heart and the balloon. And other than that, I added a couple of butterflies from another Crafter Square collection. And I love how they look, and it breaks up all that space in the middle where the circles are. So here are the close-ups. See? No back, no page on the back. Y'all, I'm a hot mess. I know it. I am well aware, so at least I own it, right? And I'm going to come in just a second with the whole layout again with the back part on there. Please, please, please go check out all of the amazing creatives who are hopping along with 30 Days of Sketches, as well as anyone who's hopping along with Stash Dive Tuesday. They will all be listed below, and then the playlist, of course, for 30 days. Here it is again. See? At least I came back and shared. I hope you all have a fantastic day. I hope you'll come back again and see me tomorrow. Have a wonderful afternoon, and happy scrapping.